So on Black Myth Wukong, there are so many different bosses, it's absolutely insane. But there's 3 bosses in the first zone in chapter 1 that you don't want to miss. These bosses are going to have a bell in their vicinity. And if you ring all 3 of these bells, it's going to send you to a quote unquote secret zone. I have a question. Let me know down below, did you ring these bells in your first playthrough or in your first run of chapter 1? Or did you skip it? Because I'm curious, if you didn't ring these bells, I wonder if you were able to find this boss a different way. Very curious. Moving on from there, let's jump straight into the video. The 3 bosses that you want to look out for are going to be Guangzhi, Gaungmou, and the WhiteClad. Guangzhi is going to be in one of the opening areas. As soon as you enter in the forest, you're going to want to go straight past the shrine, climb up the mountain, cross the bridge, and then boom, there's going to be a shrine and Guangzhi is standing right there with his staff. He is the guy with the fire staff. Once you beat him, you get the fire staff transformation. So it's really important for your playthrough. I don't think you can miss it. I hope not. That would be wild if you can. Moving on from there, you're going to see Gaungmou. Gaungmou is just standing out in an open field. Just before you get to Guangmou's area, you're going to step into a bamboo forest. This bamboo forest has some of the coolest enemies that I have seen so far in the game. It's one of my favorites. It's like this reanimated serpent skeleton dude. He's kind of cool. Once you defeat those guys and you get all the way to the open field, you will find Gaungmou, who will be waiting for you. Go ahead, slap him up, and ring the bell in his zone. So that's 2 bells down. Now, when you ring these bells, the narrator is going to be like, oh, you just had to go and make noise, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, we're a quote-unquote mischievous monkey, so let's make noise, you know what I mean? Anyways, moving on to the final bell, you're going to want to fight the WhiteClad, which you can't miss it. This is on the main path. You're going to see a shrine that's basically flooded. Go ahead, slap this man up, and before you walk into the cave, make sure you take a left and you go over into this zone where there's going to be a bunch of guards. Go ahead and take these guards. I think it's about 6 of them out. Go ahead and take those boys out and then ring the final bell. Now, as soon as I rang this final bell, the game instantly sent me to a special area. And it's actually labeled a special area on your shrine. So I'm curious, if I never rang these bells, would I be able to access this zone? Anyways, once you enter into this zone, there's a secret boss waiting there for you. He's going to be there as soon as you walk up, and he's ready to fight. He has one of the most annoying mechanics ever to his boss fight, and that is the power to regenerate all of his health. It's kind of crazy. So, if you want to figure him out on your own, good luck. I hope you beat him soon. But if you want a couple of tips and tricks to go ahead and really beat this guy at his own game, then stick around. If you're heading out though, I appreciate you sticking through the video all the way up to this point. I hope you smash the like button if you found this video helpful for you. And I hope you subscribe to the channel so that you can see more of my Black Myth Wukong content. But for everybody that's sticking around, yo, this guy is kind of wild. He's surrounded by a bunch of enemies. It's a great idea to make sure that you smack up the Wandering White. If you haven't already done that, there's a video right here teaching you how to beat this guy down super easily. And it's also teaching you his entire moveset because you're going to need to know it. If you've memorized that guy's moveset, then this boss right here is going to be a lot more easy than you can imagine. As soon as you fight him, you're going to tell right off the bat that he has the exact same moveset as the Wandering White. So you want to make sure you're dodging his stomps. When he slaps the ground a single time, get back and be ready because he might charge at you. If he slaps the ground 3 times, you already know what time it is. Get the hell away from him. That AoE is massive and it does a lot of damage. You do not want to be hit by it. And then as you progress through his entire fight, he has this special brand new ability. He will basically go into this untouchable invulnerability mode and he'll start floating and he'll chant. When he starts chanting, all the enemies will start slowly walking towards him. You have to kill these enemies before they get close enough to him. If they get close enough, they're going to sit down and they're going to give him their soul. At which point he's going to go all the way back up to full health. It is a crazy fight. You can honestly be locked in this fight forever if you don't figure this mechanic out as quickly as possible and try to take them out as quickly as possible. It's unrealistic to try to kill every single enemy that wants to hit them. At best, I was able to get most of them, like 3 or 4 was able to sneak past, but it's all good. I still ended up taking him out, and it was a lot easier to beat him once I had the Wandering White ability, because once you headbutt him, you get some pretty decent damage off. But once you finally take this guy down, congratulations, you're going to get a special cloak for your troubles, and this cloak is going to help you with the final boss of the chapter. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button for me and sub so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and a hell of a lot more for Black Myth Wukong. This is your boy MM Since Stage D. For now though, I'm out of here.